Welcome to another video of Essex Fighting Arts. A different tone tonight. We're going to look at and talk to teenagers. Purely for the fact is again, I keep talking about this, but there's been so many knife attacks, there's been so many attacks on teenagers. A lot of people I've spoken to recently, their kids or the teenagers have been scared to go out. There's gangs, it don't even bear thinking about it really, it's getting ridiculous. But no, I'm not going to teach the ultimate self-defense and disarms of a knife, not at all. Most important thing I want to go through is a few very, very important points. Initially, don't carry a knife, simple as that. The temptation is that if other people have got knives, that you feel that if you should carry a knife as well, because other people have got knives, is that going to help the situation? Absolutely bloody not. No, it's not, really not. If you have got a knife, temptation is you're going to use it. And if you use it, is it going to get better? No, it's going to get 10, 15 times, 20 times worse. Suddenly you're in a knife fight and you're above your head. And I don't care who you are, it's not the place to be. I don't want to be in a knife fight. I would run like there's no tomorrow. We'll get to that in a little bit. So don't carry a knife. So again, if you produce a knife, it's just going to escalate the situation. It's just going to get much, much worse. So we'll go through what we're going to do in a second. Also, as well, if you carry a knife, you get caught with a knife and the police stop you, then you're going to do time. You're going to do porridge. Whether that's juvenile detention or whatever, you're going to do time. And that's going to be on your record for the rest of your life. So carrying a knife around. Don't carry knives. It's simple as that. It's that simple, really. Secondary, we're going to talk about sort of being aware of your surroundings. You always see in these films where people are on the run from someone, they run straight into an alleyway where there's a blocked and dead end. Before you know it, it's surrounded, there's no way out. Be aware of your surroundings. So stick to areas you know. Don't go into areas you don't know. Don't go into a dark park somewhere that you don't know. One thing we'll touch on in a little while is knowing your surroundings in respect of having a plan and when you're walking down the road, having escape routes. So you know that if anything happened, God forbid, not to the point where you're walking around, you're paranoid, you're sort of looking around, oh God, I should run away here. But you know an escape route, you know the area. If there's a way out, you know that if anything happened, you can run, you can go. Also as well, don't advertise the fact that you've got a mobile phone on you. Don't make it obvious. I see younger generation now and they are just stuck to their phones all the time, regardless what time of day, evening, they've got this phone like this. Now, it can wait. Whatever it can wait. If you've got a phone lit up, it's a great big advert saying, "Still me." Even worse so, your senses are taken up with this. You're not really concentrating on what's going on around you at all. You should be aware of your surroundings again. So if you're like this, and maybe you've got earphones on, even worse, all of your senses are gone. The sharks are circling. Trust me, the sharks are circling. They'll be watching you if you're not watching them. So put the thing in your pocket, wait till you get somewhere safe, then use your phone. Don't make it an advert, don't make it obvious. Someone thinks, there you go, easy target, I'll have his phone off him. Yeah, okay, gives them a reason to attack you, gives them a reason to approach you. I said before about my sensor using a traffic light system. So green, amber, red. When you're on green, you're safe, you're indoors, the door's locked, so it's green. It's levels of alertness. When it goes to amber, is when you step outside the front door. That alert level goes up a tiny bit, okay? So now you're aware of your surroundings, you're alert, okay? When it goes to red, it's gone belly up and your senses will be going through the roof. It's fight or flight and you really should be very aware of what's going on around you. And if to the point where you know and a gut feeling something's going to happen, this is when you're in red and you're very, very aware of what's going on, okay? Quite simple as that. Another thing I tend to hear about is people getting attacked from behind. Don't get attacked from behind, simple as that. If you're walking down the road, being aware of your surroundings, you pass someone that looks a bit shady and you carry on walking and don't look back and you feel the person is following you. I've heard ladies say this, don't look back. I think there's someone following me. If you don't look back, you've got more chance of being attacked from behind. I personally would stop, doing shoelaces up, turn around. At least if I'm here, I can do something about the person. If I'm here, I can't, okay? So be aware of your surroundings again. Don't get attacked from behind. If at any time that you feel or someone's threatened you, so speak to an adult, speak to your mum, speak to your dad, speak to the police. Don't be quiet, because that's exactly what they want. So go and talk to the police, go and talk to someone else, go and talk to a significant other person. Tell them what's going on, tell them to be friend, and let them do something about it, yeah? Okay, so let the police know, most important thing. Have a plan, we said about that, having escape routes. So again, if you're in a situation there, know the area. I tend to walk down the road wherever I am, and if I think to myself, well, not all the time, like I said, not paranoid, but to the point where if I am attacked, could I run away that way? What would happen if I'm in a pub or if I'm in an area, if I get attacked, where can I go? I've got a plan. It's always better to have a plan and think these things through first. If it ever comes to the point where you're confronted with someone with a knife, don't get bullshit. It's not about egos. It's really not about egos. I would do the same thing. My hands would be here. I'll be talking calmly to the person. Like, it's okay, honestly. It's really okay. Not a problem. You want the phone? Honestly, no worries. Let me just go. I'm really sorry. My name's Dean. There you go. I'm so sorry. There you go. There's my phone. Give them your phone. Give them what they want. Talk calmly to them. It makes no sense to get annoyed, get ratty with a person because it's going to make things worse. There was a situation in the Thurrock Gazette recently. I think it was in the Thurrock Gazette. MMA fighter. Got surrounded by a few lads with knives, wanted his phone, he decided he didn't want to give it to them, and he fought back. He was hospitalised, but he survived, which thank God he did, you know, and brave as he is, absolutely fantastic there. It could have been a lot worse. He could have been stabbed to death, and regardless how good he was, how good, you know, you are, it matters not. Knives and knives and knives, don't get involved. So Give the phone, give whatever, give possessions. They can all be replaced at the end of the day. Also as well, I mean, the weather's getting warmer now. Padded clothing, it sounds daft. I'm not saying wear a stab vest, but to the point where the more clothing you've got on, not you're going to be a great Michelin man, but if you've got a nice thick jacket on there, there's not less chance, well, there's less chance, but it's putting a bit of a barrier between you and the knife in the first place, yeah? Obviously, when it gets to summertime, it's a bit different to get the fish. People are not walking around in great big jackets. But again, it's that knowing that there's something else there as a barrier between you and the knife, okay? Most important thing, run as fast as you can. Your plan of escape is you running as fast as you can. The one thing I can't emphasise enough, I'm not going to teach you about some great fancy knife technique that's going to help you out and all the martial arts in the world. Run. Learn how to run. If you're not fit, get fit. Practice sprinting, practice running for distance. If you've got to run away, can you sustain that with a person chasing you? If you're running, you're fitter than the person behind you, you can keep going and keep going. Eventually they run out of puff, you get away. If you run out of puff and they don't, they're on you. So running, really important there. Practice running, do what we call interval training. So run between lampposts. One lamppost, speed up, sprint, second lamppost, back off, next lamppost, speed up, sprint, back off. Work on your speed, work on the distance. Maybe get up to 3 miles so you can get away from the buggers in the first place. So running is always the plan. If there's no choice, like I said, we're going to get to that point really, I want you here. Because to be honest with you, if you've got something here, you've got a barrier of some sort. Okay. Now, I mean, my choice, I would get a car between me and a person. I'll get a table between me and a person. I'll get something else significant in front of me between me and that person. I'll try it once we've exhausted. I've tried talking to them calmly. I've given what they want. I've looked at running. I've got escape routes. I've got all these things in plan, and then it's still not good. And I'm pretty much calling in the situation here. My hands should be here. I don't want trouble, but at the same time, my hands are covering. And if anything's going to attack me, I've got this covering me in the first place. Again, I'm going to go through absolute basics with John. John, for bringing you in. And there's no, and don't get me wrong, so I had a few more comments on social media again. These are not the be-all and end-all. It's part of a much bigger plan. There's no guarantees, there really isn't. And the best thing to do is just not get involved in the first place. It's simple as that. But what we're trying to do is buy you time and opportunity to get away, really. So we're just going to look at just a stab for the time. As John's going to come in, I'm just literally going to come a bit higher, John, so you can come up stab from here to the outside here, yeah, okay? As he comes in and stabs again, I'm just literally buying time for the time being. So I'll just get in here as he comes in here. The reason I'm doing this is because I want to get to the point where I can just be on my toes and run, okay? Okay, so the principle is I'm just getting my body out of the way of the blade for the time being, okay? So if he comes lower, okay, I'm moving out of the way from here, I'm moving out of the way from here, I'm getting away because at the end of the day, I want to be able to shove and run, okay? That's going to be the objective straight away. I'm not going to teach you much more than that, Chisholm. I'm not going to teach you much more than that, purely for the fact I don't want you thinking that you should get involved in a knife fight. No, don't get involved because they guarantee there probably won't be one of them, there's going to be 2 or 3 of them, and you can't fight your way out of that. You can't fight your way out of one. Don't get involved in knives in the first place. That realistically, your hands are up here, get away from the blade if you can, and just run as fast as you can. Put into practice what we said before, your fitness, run, run, run. So again, reiterate the points, don't carry a knife in the first place, okay? And don't think about drawing a knife and pull a knife out on someone. It's not going to end well. Be aware of your surroundings, so be in areas that you know. Don't advertise your phone and make it obvious and give a reason to attack. Use a traffic light system. Green when you're indoors, amber when you step outside the front door, red when it goes belly up and you've got that gut feeling you get. Don't get attacked from behind, be aware of your surroundings again. So again, as you pass someone, looks a bit shady, don't keep walking with your back to them, find a different route, just know they're there, okay? If you get threatened, tell an adult, tell the police, tell your parents, very important there. Give them what they want, give them the phone, give them all the possessions they need. If they want them, let them have them, they can be replaced. Plenty of padding, if it's not too warm obviously, plenty of padding there, so you've got a bit of a barrier between you and that person. Again, going back to the point, apart from what I just showed you there, which is complete basics, run as fast as you can. My point to you would be, get your fitness improved, start running distances and use sprints as well, so you know that you can run as fast or faster than the person attacking you. And not just faster, but most people haven't got that sort of level of fitness, but you can keep going and you've got a plan. You're not just running into a dead end. You're going to run to safety. You're going to run to a public street. You're going to run to a police station. You have a plan. So running, police station, don't carry a knife, be safe, and we'll see you next time on Essex Fighting Arts. Cheers.